It's your girl Val Ashford, and I'm here today to talk about why you suck at the law of attraction. By profession, I'm an intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher, and one of my most popular classes is called The Art of Manifesting. In that class, we talk about the secret behind the secret and why you suck at manifesting and at the law of attraction. Now, I didn't come here to bash the book or the movie The Secret. Quite frankly, it was the very first introduction for so many people on the law of attraction. So kudos for Rhonda Byrnes for making the law of attraction mainstream. Now, the problem with the book The Secret is it was just an introduction. The Secret basically tells us that if you have a positive mindset and you think positive, you can attract unicorns and fairies and rainbows and all kinds of great stuff into your life. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for most of us to realize that was bullshit. Is the law of attraction even real? Abso-freaking-lutely. Is it that easy? Did you guys really think it was that easy? The number one reason why most people suck at the law of attraction is they don't understand the science behind it. Ooh, science stuff. We live in an attraction-based universe. That means that the thoughts that we think emit a vibratory tone that goes out into the universe, finds something that matches it, and then brings that back into your life. So yes, positive thinking is a big part of it because obviously if you want a positive life, if you want a good life, you're going to have to think positive and good thoughts. But it doesn't stop there. One of the biggest parts of the science behind the law of attraction is knowing about self and having knowledge of self. This means you're acknowledging that every person is really two people. Yes, you are two people. You have the physical version of yourself, which is this outer body, this outer shell, and also our personality that was developed from the time that we were born. Inside of all of this fluffy brown goodness, we have our spiritual... Take two. Inside of this flesh and hair covered suit, we have our spiritual version of ourselves, our spirit, our inner God, who we are on the inside. Now, why does this matter when we're talking about law of attraction? Because you have 2 points of attraction because of those two people. You have the physical part of yourself that wants and desires and has needs. And you have the spiritual side of yourself that wants and desires and have needs. This means every time you set forth an intention, you really have two different intentions. Say it's your desire to attract love into your life, have a loving experience. The physical personality, flesh suit version of yourself wants to attract a mate, a companion, maybe a lover or a best friend. The spiritual inner God side of us wants to attract experiences that will teach us how to love. So for everything that the physical version of ourselves wants to manifest, the spiritual version of ourselves wants to manifest the preparation for that manifestation. And sometimes that part sucks. Unfortunately, some of the experiences that our spiritual version of ourselves sets out for us to teach us these things are not always pleasant. You've heard it said before that sometimes people who are healers will attract to themselves people who need to be healed. It's not a coincidence that often we hear these rag to riches stories, meaning someone who had a strong desire to have wealth had to experience things in their lives that made them desire to have wealth, like being piss poor. Think about it. If it was your desire to learn how to be really good at fixing cell phones, the universe would help you out by having you drop your cell phone on the pavement and it cracking into a million pieces. How else would you learn? And so it's not all unicorn poop and rainbows. There's some deep stuff that you attracted to yourself. It's all for your greater good, but it doesn't all feel good. The second thing you may do that makes you suck at the law of attraction is using those damn vision boards and affirmations. Throw the vision board away.
Ooh, I think I just stepped on some toes.
Now, am I saying that you should never use an affirmation or never use a vision board? Of course not. I write affirmations for my clients all the time, and I advise them to use sleepscaping and vision boards when needed. But you have to understand the science behind the vision boards and the affirmations. If you're going to set an order out to the universe like a cashier in a McDonald's window, you better know what language that cashier speaks in, or you may unintentionally order something that you didn't plan on ordering. Now, what does this mean? If you're sending out an affirmation, it's not about the words that you say to yourself. It's not about what you wrote on that sticky note. It's about what you're feeling on the inside, because it's the feelings, the emotions, that is the language of the universe. So if you're just blindly using affirmations and telling yourself over and over and over that you are a millionaire, that doesn't mean a single damn thing if you don't actually feel that way on the inside. The same thing goes for vision boards. Don't you dare slap that magazine cutout of a picture of a Bentley on your vision board if you still feel like you can't afford a Honda Accord. There's nothing wrong with Hondas. I'm just making a point. So one of the biggest parts of the law of attraction is a process. It's teaching yourself how to vibrate on the frequency of the things and situations that you desire. The third reason why you suck at the law of attraction. I hate to break it to you, but you've come down with a terrible, terrible disease. I call it LOAA, Law of Attraction Anxiety. Law of Attraction Anxiety develops when you become hypersensitive to your thoughts. All throughout your day, you are constantly in paranoia anxiety mode about your thinking. You're having an amazing day, and then all of a sudden you're at work and you're talking to a coworker and she gets to gossiping, and the next thing you know, you said some not so great things about Carol with the lazy eye, and now you're in panic mode. So you run to the bathroom and you reach down into your mouth and you're trying to pull out those words that you said that you know you shouldn't have said, in hopes that you can undo it before the universe responds back to it in a negative way. That is crazy, and it will drive you nuts. You've got to be able to just live your life. Everything is not going to be happy, happy, happy all the time. You're going to have days where you're in a negative mood. You're going to have days where you say things you're not supposed to say. There is not a single part of law of attraction that requires you to be perfect all of the time. We need balance. Sometimes you can be real positive and sometimes you got to be a little petty. So the big thing that I really want you to grasp from all of this is, number one, learn the science behind the law of attraction. Number two, have some feelings and emotions behind your affirmations, and don't put things on your vision board that you don't feel like you'll ever be able to match. Work on yourself daily. Understand that you are a work in progress, and that in itself is beautiful. There is supposed to be a natural order, an ebb and flow, a yin and yang to the universe. Let it be. Relax. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Val Ashford. If you would like to join the Art of Manifesting course, it's only $33 and it's coming up next week. Drop your information here in the comments and say, I want to join, and I will message you directly with information to do so. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, love and light to you. Namaste and shit. Bye-bye.